Hello dear students, it's Ulugbek which was you, teacher of Bukhara State University. In this session today we are going to talk about finding and applying for a job. So here we have some targets and some questions about how to find a job, and we'll talk about creating CV, creating cover letter, and how to behave in the job interview and what kind of steps we have in order to find a job. So let's start. And for the first, how to start. So we should plan the career direction. So how to plan it? We can plan it according to the certain questions. We have some questions in this page. You can look at these questions. So who are you? What do you want to do? Why do you want to do it? Where do you want to work? And what are your career goals and personal goals? So when you have your answer, it will be easier for you to find a job which is more suitable for you. And the second page is the continuation. Determine the purpose of your job search and determine the type of job you're looking for based on your goals and according to the skills. So when you know your experience, when you know your skills, it will be much easier for you to find a suitable position for you. And what are some other things that you like to do? And sure, there is an option about the language you know too. So when you have some kind of additional new language skills, it will be more like a hand to find a better position and with a higher salary. So what to search when looking for a job? And there is a question mark. Well, is required duties, responsibilities, work environment, working hours. So well is required. You should know if it fits you. And duties, responsibilities. If you have the recent position where you worked earlier, when you have experience, so you've got some duties and responsibilities, you should check if the certain job fits the same responsibilities as your experience can imply into this. Okay. And work environment, you should find out what kind of work environment is more suitable for you. So there are some different types of jobs. Some can be online, like customer service, and some can be with staff employed in it. And you should know if you are easygoing with other people, or if you are more comfortable with PC and online customer service and some other stuff. So working hours, mostly working hours will be like 9 hours per day, and 1 hour from this 9 will be like your break time to have something to eat. And in some positions there can be like shifts, so morning stuff, night stuff, or if you are a salesman or you're working in the hotel, at the hotel, there will be like morning stuff and closing stuff, the person who closes and the person who opens. So you should know which one suits you more, and according to this one you should pick which is more suitable to you. Okay, attitudes, abilities required. So you should know what kind of abilities you have and what kind. It should fit the position you're searching. Education, training required. So education, as if you want a higher position, if you want prestigious work in a luxury brand, so you're supposed to have some kind of education certificate, and it will be preferable if you have some kind of skills and some kind of experience too. So training, you should have some mostly the person who hires, the hiring manager will supply the training. Okay, you will be the trainee for like 2-3 months, and it will make you a better, an easier way to start your career. And you should take all this into consideration when picking up the job. So if you don't have any training, you must check if supplier provides training to you. If it doesn't, they will require training, but you don't. It will be a little bit more complicated for you to find a job, to get the job. So data, people, things. So all the data, people, things. Salary. So salary is one of the most considered to be the most important motivation when searching for a job, and you must pick the most suitable job and the most suitable salary for you, and your abilities and skills must fit this salary. Career outlook. And you will build your career. When you start, sure, you will start from the bottom up, stage by step. You will go up. So you should pick the best position for you to start your career. Okay, if you choose the wrong one, your career will break, and you will not find it interesting at all, and you will not like it. So better to choose something which you're really interested in. How to search. So you can search with a library, books, occupational handbook, magazines, and this is more common way. Career consultants, you can check with some career consultants like headhunters. They will supply, and you will pay the fee to them because of their help. They will help you to find a job, and you'll have to pay for this. And part-time work, you know that part-time work is so you work somewhere or you study somewhere, and apart from this one you'll decide to work, and that kind of work is considered to be part-time, not your main but part-time. So now what? So now you'll have to decide whether you should go to part-time work, full-time work, or just study. Okay, so let's see. Spend as much time as you can finding a job. Find job leads. Do your homework about various companies. So what does it mean? So spend as much as you can, the time you have. So when you start searching for a job, firstly you will create your CV, you will find the advertisements, and you will spend lots of times, and you will start investigating about the companies you're interested in, about the companies which fit your experience, to positions, to your skills. And according to this one, so here it's given like do your homework about various companies. So it means you should study details about the companies you're interested in if you really want to be there, to be a staff in this company, and where to look for a job. So 85% of all job openings are not advertised, posted, or otherwise made available to the general public. Okay, what does it mean? So in most cases, the job openings, like vacancies, are not announced, are not advertised anywhere. So it means you must be interested in the company, you must get all the details online or offline in any magazines or books you have, and after which you must check with this company. When you go to this company, there will be a receptionist, and you can check with this person. If that receptionist will decide that you are suitable to this company to work there, that person will advertise, like not advertise, will promote you to the HR manager, will take it directly to the HR manager, and you will have the chance to talk with this person face to face, and possibly, if you are really suitable to this, you will get hired. And job facts: 60% of all jobs are found by talking with others. So what does it mean by found with by talking with others? So when you have lots of friends, when you're abroad, sure you'll have some kind of friends from the same country, or from the how to say, friend country, like closest country, neighbor country, and you'll have a chance to talk with this person, and possibly they can tell that they can invite you to the company, and by saying like, oh, we have some kind of vacancy and you can try to check with our HR, possibly you'll get hired, some kind of stuff like this. Okay, and only 15% of job openings ever make it to the want ads. So 15% only are given as advertisements. Okay, and this is statistics. To heighten your chances of getting a job, visit the places of work in person. So as I told earlier, it will be more productive if you go see the HR manager face to face and deal with this person in order to have some kind of more opportunity to get this position for you. Okay, where can I go for information? So where can we go for information? School counselor and teacher. If we are fresh graduates from the school, like left school last year, and so we can consult the school counselor and teacher, no problem. And family and friends. We have family that have more experience, we can check with these people, and we have friends. Friends have their families too, they can check with their family, and they will tell you whatever they heard from the parents, from their family, and you can share your knowledge about this stuff. Employment agencies. So employment agencies, as to me, is one of the best best ways to find a job, because they are in this market for a long time and they have lots of experience. Just the negative side, they will require money for this service, they will require much money for their service, but they will find the needed job, the needed position for you, the suitable position, and they will supply the best salary for you. They will find the salary you need. This is the best option, I guess, as for me. And another option is internet. You can search. There is LinkedIn, the website for employers. They search for employees, and employees search for employers in this website. So you can enter, sign up to this website and start searching. And there are some more. If you are in the Gulf countries, there is a website which is called the Bizzle, and by this and it will make your job search like easier. But like for 15%, as we've told earlier, better to go and see these people face to face. Newspapers. Yeah, some companies advertise their vacancies in the newspapers too. You should. Some like to advertise in the newspapers, some like to advertise in websites, like I've told earlier, but some do not like to advertise at all. So what you need to do is spread your CV even if there is no advertisement. Okay. And government offices, you can give your CVs to government offices and direct calls. You can find the HR's phone number. They will give you the receptionist phone number, actually, and you can talk with this person and clarify when you can talk with this kind of HR, if that person can talk to you. So use the back door. So you can use the back door in the magazines and look at each job carefully. So you can look at each job carefully. It means you should read all the details which is given in the vacancy page advertisement, and about duties and responsibilities, requirements. You should read carefully if it suits you. Sometimes male like employees who wants to get hired really do not read this one and just apply, but there is a vacancy for female, and it is something ridiculous. Better to read it carefully. So there are some websites. You can look at these websites. When you open them, you will have some kind of vacancies given in this website. So the first one is Learn More Indiana org, and AGB, AJP, DNI US, monster.com. And the monster.com, you can find some jobs in any continent you like, in Gulf, in United States, in Europe, anywhere. Walmart is for US. Okay, walmart.com, Dallin.com, droprings.com. Okay, so these websites. 9 most common job hunting mistakes. So there can be some mistakes too. Not talking, not taking actions. So when you don't take any action, so there is a great chance to lose the opportunity to get hired. Not being committed to the job search. So if you don't search, if you're really not interested in this one, forget about finding a job. You cannot. It's impossible. Remember, the employer needs come before your needs. Yeah, the employer needs come before your needs. Forget about your needs. Think about employer needs. If you really want to get hired, you should focus on employer needs just to get hired. Later, it's your decision. Not being positive. You should be positive. Don't be negative. Okay, when you are negative, even if you are invited to the job interview, they will not hire you because of your negativity. You should be positive. Even if you're negative, do not show it. Okay, next. So not taking advantage of potential resources. Yeah, sure. Not reflecting enough. We should reflect enough. Show how we want it. Okay, not thinking about skills and experiences. Skills and experiences actually are the most important ones. Do not forget about it. Not anticipating and practicing for the interview. If you don't practice for the interview, you should know you'll fail. You should practice. You should be polite. You should smile all the time. You should know all this, okay? And there will be some tricky questions. You should prepare for them. If you do not, you'll fail. Not following up in a professional manner. You should show you're professional. Even if you are not, you should show that you're trying. They should see it. So applying for a job. Finally, we came to this one. Okay, how to do. Have all necessary documents. Social security card, driver's license, birth certificate. So birth certificate, I guess it's not required because we have passport ID and ID card. Some of us have, and not in all cases they do require this kind of driver's license. Again, I can bring as an example Gulf countries. They actually require driver's license, but this is not the main thing, because when you're just a newcomer, a new visitor to their country, you will have no chance to get this kind of driver's license. Even if you have in your country, it will not work there. So this is not the main thing, but it can be required as a bonus. Okay, so when you have this kind of licenses, you will have the chance to get a job with a higher position or higher salary in comparison with a new visitor who doesn't have it. Finding our application forms. So you should find the application form. Do read the entire application first. Yeah, there will be a title, there will be the options given. You should read carefully. Do use a black pen. Yeah, in the application it must be used. Black pen only is to be used, not the blue one, not the green or red one. Okay, only black. Do print neatly and completely. Okay, there shouldn't be a handwriting. You should write neat print. Okay, like typewritten form as supposed. Do have a phone number. Even if you're visiting a new country, another country like abroad, like US or Gulf or any other, you should firstly pick up a phone number, and you should have the email address for the employer in case you're hired or they are interested in you, in case they should be able to contact you as soon as possible. Okay, do use open for salary desired. Open for salary desired. Some people like to write some numbers in the salary section. You can write like $10,000, or you can write like $20,000 or $1,000. Better leave it open, or just write a dash or like any. Okay, show that you don't care about the salary amount. Even if you care, do not show that the salary is the main option for you. Okay, I know that salary is the main, but do not show. They should see that you're really interested in the position itself, not in the money it gives you. Okay, so do know the position you want. What does it mean? You should read about the position carefully, really thoroughly. You should read, you should understand, you should know the duties and responsibilities, and you should like be able to give your definitions to this job, and how you can provide a help to this company, how you can help, how you can give some kind of advantage to this company, why they should hire. You should have this kind of you should have answers to these kind of questions. Do list all skills and abilities. Skills and abilities. Do sign your name where indicated. Okay, skills and abilities you should write. About the position you should write, and your name and signature. And do sell yourself. Okay, what does it mean, do sell? It doesn't mean you should sell yourself for money. No, you should write about yourself in the way that they will be ready to hire you. To hire means to buy you. When you sell yourself, it means you'll get hired. Okay, good. Do use standard English. Do not use like shortened version of the words. Okay, it should be clear, grammatically correct sentence everywhere, and the text you write, and the name you write, and the word you write, everything should be grammatically correct. So 87% of all received by employees are not filled out correctly. Yeah. So 87% of the applications are incorrect. It means 13% of applications will be checked. 87 will be cancelled. Whoever wrote it, maybe it's a best professional, but the application is incorrect. The person who wrote this application is how to say irresponsible, who doesn't care about the work. So in continuation, he will show the same skills, and the company does not need this kind of person in their stuff. The role of the application form becomes a calling card. Yeah, screens in and out, create an agenda for the interview. Resume, which is CV. Always use a resume to apply for a job. The average employer will spend 7 to 10 seconds reading your resume. Actually, we gave here as the person who hires you spends like 7 to 10 seconds to check your resume. Actually, it's not so. This person spends 1 or 2 seconds. They do not read your resume. Here in Uzbekistan, they possibly do read it, but abroad in US and Gulf countries, in Europe, in any other countries abroad, they never do read your resume. What they do is they check your picture, which is given in the resume. Okay, they check it. If they like it, they will call you. Whatever experience you have, they like you, they call you. So the first and the most important thing is picture which you're putting on the resume. You should put a picture with a big smile, with a happy face, and with white skin. Even if you have dark skin, you can correct it in the image editor, so you can check it. A little bit smoother face with a haircut, with a good haircut, with, if you have some glasses, put the fashionable glasses, like to look better. Okay, when they look at you, like 1-2 seconds, when they like, they will call you. If they don't, hali wali is from Arabic, it means bye bye. They will take it in a trash can. Okay, good. Tips for packaging yourself on paper. So we have tips here: education, work experience, extracurricular activities, after work activities, skills that you have acquired. For skills that you have acquired, you can add some language skills too. You can add like you're a strong person, you can carry lots of things. This is skill. Okay, lots of interesting things. Education. So when you're writing sections, you should start from the latest to the oldest. Okay, the first thing you're giving is the oldest one. If now it's 2020, when you graduated in 2020, so you should start with 2020. Okay, because this is the newest, latest. 2020 graduation from the university or institution, like 96 or 96 to 2006, like 26 as like graduation from the lyceum or from the college, and blah blah blah, like 98 leaving school. Okay, some kind of stuff like this, from the latest to the oldest, do not forget it. And work experience, so the same stuff from the latest to the oldest in work experience, but work experience is a bit different from the education stuff. So when talking about the working stuff, let's take as an example that you worked at hotel Zarafshon. Now you're working, and before you worked at hotel like any other hotel like Intercontinental. Okay, so you will start 2020 or 2019 hotel Zarafshon. Okay, and your position, what kind of position you have, supervisor for example. Okay, so you should figure out what kind of duties and responsibilities you got for this position, and you should put them step by step with depending on the importance of these duties. So controlling the staff, dealing with any other job, so anything you have, you should give, and the previous position will come after this one. Okay, from latest to oldest. And in the oldest position, you will give the same details like duties and responsibilities, because the person who is hiring you should know what kind of experience you have, all the duties and responsibilities you got, what you did in this position. So according to this one, when they read it, when they talk with you, they will know what you can do for their company and how you can work, how you can be helpful, and what is supposed to be your salary according to this one. Extracurricular activities. So if you have some extracurricular activities, you can add after work activities, you can add skills, you can add the knowledge of the language, you can add this in the skill section. Tips for packaging. So we have go-getter, hard workers, responsible workers, decisive workers, leaders. Okay, this kind of stuff. And the next one, the continuation for this one, your extra effort in resume position, and require several versions of your resume related to cover. Okay, what goes on the resume? So what is resume? Identify your information. So identifying your information, you will show who you are. You will give all your context, all your personal profile details, job objective, employment objective you will give, okay, like experience, educational background, employment background, military service you can add, but it's optional. If you have, you will add. If you don't, that's okay. So what goes on the resume? Extracurricular activities, we've talked about it, interests, references, and no personal data. If you have some certificates, some additional stuff, you can add by the end with appendix. Okay, you should put them into the file. Okay, cover letter. What is cover letter? Cover letter is a type of letter where you give not a brief but full detailed information about your will to work in this company. It shouldn't be brief, it shouldn't be short, it should be full. Okay, write a full detailed information and how you want to help the company, or